not hers.
Hey, B Aviation, how's it going? You guys? So I'm in Venice. Hey, Eric, how you doing? All right. It is nearly impossible without basically, heating up your own indoor room with humidity. I grew one over one winter in like '95 when I was like in seventh grade. I got very lucky. Yeah, you could say it's negative progress. It's probably the worst spot to be in the whole nation right now. It's worse than Texas. First time I went in a store and like, I don't know. I went to Wawa to get something for my mom. Other than that, like I just don't. I don't need to go into stores. So, hey, Terrence, what's going on? Like to give you an idea of how bad it is. Like a lot of states have, 500 to 700 new cases a day, something like that. Maybe less, maybe a little bit more. The county in which Cape Coral is in had 700 cases yesterday. Yeah, you definitely need to do that though. They're not going to live at room temperature with the humidity um, that a house is going to provide for you. Honestly, the beach isn't really what the problem. It's the indoor areas. It's the bars. Uh, Anywhere you spend more than like 5 minutes inside, grocery stores. I haven't been to a grocery store in 3.5 months. Wait, yeah, over 3 months. I guess it's pushing 3.5 months now. Um, so what made you? I mean, a gym's a good. I mean, I know the gym's the best place to go, but what made you decide to go to a gym now? Yeah, it's apparently a big deal for people to. They just absolutely refuse to wear a mask. It's really depressing to see how long this is going to take for this to kind of run through the state. Because in some areas, people live in areas where there just isn't going to be transmission. But in Florida, there's a lot of interaction, and especially because it's everything in Florida, people go out to the beach and everything, but it's so hot. I mean, the heat index was like 110 today, even in Venice. It's even worse in Cape Coral. It really depends on 80 to 90 degrees. You might look at it could be a couple months. If you cook them up to 100, 110, you might look at it like within a week. And they're a tough nut to crack, so to speak. Hey, Joseph. Yeah, that should be fine. 91 is fine. As long as the seed is good and it's been pollinated, because they can put out bunk seed that isn't pollinated, and it looks almost identical to fertilized seed, because there is a male and a female that are required. So yeah, and there really isn't a need to I mean, if you're in a big grouping of people, then you should put on a mask. But if you're just wandering around the street, there's really no need to put on a mask. I don't know how many of you are actually friends with me on Facebook and see the onslaught of the mask versus no mask situation, but it's depressing to know that because of the number. I mean, the highest safe temperature for germinating is going to depend on the seed, but I'd say there are very few seeds that are going to like it above 110. Almost every seed is going to be okay with 90. I would do 90 Fahrenheit or whatever that is, 32 Celsius. Something in that ballpark. I'm going to drive through this parking lot before I decide to go and eat or get Culver's. Yeah, I've seen the Palm Beach City Council meeting. People are misinformed that people breathe out carbon monoxide, which isn't true. This is a restaurant here. Usually it's packed. I don't know. It looks like there's definitely people in there. I don't know how packed it is, but yeah, that sounds like it's about 103, 104. So Publix doesn't look very busy. That's a good thing. I almost want to go in there. I haven't been in Publix in a long time. I don't know. Oh, there's no one in the Chinese restaurant. They've got plexiglass everywhere. Holy shit. I don't know if that's what I want to eat, though. I'm just going to go with the healthier alternative. Just going to be eating a salad from Culver's. Which... yeah, there's so many things that have been done wrong, I don't even want to think about it. What to eat now? What can I get? I have made a couple. I made one on manganese sulfate. Hey, what's up? So Ashley's on the stream. She's in St. Augustine right now, which is a better place to be than where we currently live. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a salad at Culver's. That way I can put it in the refrigerator. I don't have to worry about it getting cold. It's supposed to be cold. I forgot there's a Tractor Supply here now. God, so crazy. Looks busy too. This is actually easier to. Probably this won't be the longest video, but I mean it'll probably be at least another 15-20 minutes. Is that? Oh, I thought that was the line starting wrapped around. I was like, oh god, no. This guy obviously wanted to order some food, so what is that? 220. That guy BMW has every single number locked down now. Yeah, there's a couple good mango stands. I would go to Fruitscapes. They'll have every single mango variety that's available in the area, and they're really nice. I know both of the owners, and I've done business with them in the past.
Thank you for choosing Culver's. What can we make fresh for you today?
Oh yes, can I get the cranberry bacon blue salad?
Any dressing?
Oh yeah, can I get the honey? You guys have a honey mustard dressing?
Yes, we do.
Can I get that? And can I get the chicken, crispy chicken?
Crispy chicken?
Yes, please.
Alright, anything else?
That'll be it.
It's going to be $7.80 at the window.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's nothing ever wrong with the sable palmetto. Are there grass species? Like, I mean, there are other monocots that look like palms, but you probably would know of them, like Dracaena, like the dragon tree. But actual grasses, no. Oh, hey, Banana Joe, how's it going? I didn't realize that was you. I didn't look at the name. I'm sorry, I've got my sunglasses on still because they're prescription. I'm gonna take them off so I can see better. I mean, I go out of focus, but it's not shaded out, so. Yeah, and each one is different. Some of them have all their boots, some have none of their boots, and some are in between, so. Yeah, man, I wish I lived in a place like that right now. Let me tell you. Get my payment method out here. There's just been a lot of new construction here, even. There's a certain point in which they look really good with all the boots on them. My favorite palm that has all the boots on them is our Coryphus, specifically Umbraculifera. It looks so cool. And Sable and Mauritiiformis, because the boots stay green for a long time.
It's going to be $7.80.
You ready?
Thank you. Did you want your receipt?
Oh, no thanks.
And there's your number.
All right.
Have a good night.
You too. The one in Cape Coral has, like, I get this little plastic thing. I hope they wiped them down, but Cape Coral, they got rid of the plastic things and they give you a tag to put on your mirror. So hopefully, I mean, it's really not the most dangerous thing in the world, but yeah, I just think they look really cool. I have a picture of me climbing one. Hey, Chris, what's going on? Uh, the most exciting part of my day, besides seeing my mom, was scoring a quart of rubbing alcohol. That's where I was coming from when I turned on the vlog. So, alright, so I could be a little while and turn the car off. Yeah, they can hold on to more of their boots. I think it's just because they're trimmed more because they're more easily trimmed. So people are putting on masks. There we go. It's really not that hard. You just put one loop over each ear. Not asking for a whole lot. I'm glad I got here. I got 3 or 4 cars behind me. Cleaning Latanias, I would get yourself a seed cleaner if you're going to deal with a large quantity of seeds that are uncleaned uh, in the future. They're not cheap, but you can use a cement mixer. You can use a drill with a wire brush attachment, like a long one. So the Copernicus aren't nearly as easy to find in Cuba. They're actually throughout the whole country, but you got to look for them. They're mostly in the country, uh, in certain strands. A lot of them have been chopped down for like wood, or they use the leaves for thatching. So a lot of them get used like that. Some of them overly so. I mean, there's some seed cleaners that are $3,000, but you can get a cement mixer for like a lot less. So.
Your salad's coming out right now.
All right, great, thank you. Yeah, I mean, if you know, like, honestly, I've never cleaned the Tania seeds, but they're similar to Bismarckia's. If they're, you could, sometimes people clean seeds like that crack. Oh, you saw that, Chris. My favorite, my most sought after palm of all time. It's never changed. I'll try and drive by. I mean, I don't have like hot food. I'm not gonna have hot food, so I can maybe make a few extra turns. But hey, Jeremy, I saw you messaged me on Palm Talk. I haven't checked the messages, so I haven't seen. What's this guy doing? Oh, I guess he knows what he's doing. Oh, As you can see, not everyone is interested in wearing masks. Bugger Muffins Boy, so the way I germinate hyphene, especially during the summertime, I'll just take a bunch of orchid moss and I'll place them in like a 15-gallon bucket, and like every few days, if it doesn't rain on them, I'll just spray them down with water, and that extreme heat, like it is baking in the heat, germinates them. Yeah, what Jeremy said. Here comes some food.
53.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your food.
All right, thank you. Have a good one. Thanks. Right. This window is the only window that works in this car, but I don't really have a need to roll down the other windows, so let's roll by this tractor. Let's see if there's any new plantings to this Tractor Supply. All right, I need to do a couple things. One is I need to get this nicotine lozenge out of my mouth. Can't put that there. Okay. Pull over right here for a second. They're building some. Oh, it's going to be a car wash. Shocking. Like we don't have enough car washes here. Where am I going to put this? I guess just next to them. Okay. Give me a second. So if you just been tuning in the past few minutes, as you guys know, Florida's having quite a problem with coronavirus. It's definitely the most affected state as far as number of cases and per capita, and even worse than Texas or California per capita. So I don't like to go anywhere. I don't absolutely have to. Oh, nice Indian takeout. I got Wisconsin takeout. I'm gonna roll by the Tractor Supply because I'm curious. I haven't been in here. I heard about it. They do have some cool things here. One thing you may not know about, but you can actually buy antibiotics here, which is weird. I don't know what kind. I'm probably allergic to them because I'm allergic to amoxicillin or penicillins. Yeah, it's just a Tractor Supply. A lot of new hurricane cut sables. My headlights are terrible because they're old school and they're hazed over, so I have to I have the anti-hazing compound thing. I just need to actually use it. Should have just gone to the light, but oh well. I don't really. It's a weird turnoff. Like it appears you have an extra lane, but you really don't. And you want to take a left out of here. It's yeah, Actinicantia is like a mini Chamberonia. In fact, I think Chamberonia species Huelu that could actually be an Actinicantia. Yeah, it's definitely not. There's one time they have shut down the bars, and a lot of cities have instituted mandatory masks, but it's going county by county. Like Charlotte County, which is where your place is, you denied a mandatory mask order. So did Naples, which is Collier County. I don't know what happened to Lee County. I don't think they voted on it yet. Sarasota is leaning towards it. Per capita, like Collier County, which is where Naples is probably having the worst per capita right now in on the West Coast. Hey Adam, oh you're close by, huh? Yeah, Polk County's doing pretty good. I didn't realize there was that many people in Polk County. It has as many people as Lee County does. But they only have like a third of the cases that Lee County. Lee County had 700 cases yesterday. That's crazy. Talked to my dad. He lives in Vermont. About 620,000 people there, and there's about 1,200 cases. The whole time with no real jump at any point. I mean, he's only a 4-hour drive from New York City, so maybe 5. 5? Yeah, maybe it's 5. Yeah, they're shutting down. I'm pretty sure they're shutting down Miami Beach for any July 4th celebrations. I don't know what they're going to do over here, though. Chicago's fully open. Yeah, man, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Michigan, the New York tri-state area, and Massachusetts have all really done a great job. Texas, Florida, Arizona, California to a point, South Carolina, North Carolina, and even Tennessee are having problems. There's only about 75 to 80 cases in the general Venice area, so it's not that bad considering there's about 600 in Cape Coral. It's probably closer to 1,000 now. Yeah, man, that's great. I'm glad, if you're in a safe place, I'm happy that you're there because I went ahead and panic bought like a 25-pound bag of rice and cases of beans because you can eat that for weeks. It's got protein, fiber, and carbs. It was like $35 for what's probably 2 months worth of food. I mean, you get really bored of it, but it smells funky like sewage. It's probably that leak. According to my thermometer, which is pretty accurate, it says it's 87 out right now. Canned tuna in short supply. I didn't think about that because that stuff lasts forever, and it's meat, and it's relatively healthy. I mean, I have food at the house. I have enough food where if I didn't want to go out for 2 months, wouldn't be a problem. Just you can never go wrong with a big bag of rice. It lasts forever. I mean, it doesn't really have an expiration, and even a 5-pound bag can last you a couple weeks if that is all you ate. I hate getting brighted by motorcycles. This totally defeats the purpose of them having bright lights. I know I'm in Venice because I'm doing 20 and 30. Yeah, I mean, getting that sun, getting exercise, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being outside, walking around, even in a city, as long as you keep your distance from other people. Being inside in a public area, going to a large, crowded grocery store, restaurant. I mean, I've seen these restaurants. There's no way that some of these are at 50% capacity. Even with their outside seating, there's just way too many. I used to complain about this in Venice, but in Cape Coral, it's like the opposite. You just get people just tailgate the hell out of you. Nice. Yeah, it does feel good. Come on, people. I'm actually getting tailgated now because this guy's going so slow. Yeah, I'm almost home now, just so you guys know. I feel like this guy is riding his brakes. There we go. It's 85. Yeah. If you look at like number of deaths versus number of cases, like Sarasota is actually pretty high because everyone that tends to get the virus is a higher age group. So it's gone down a bit. When I first moved here, I think the average age was like 68, 69. Now it's kind of like the lower 60s, but here we go. Now he's actually going reasonable speed. Yeah, I don't see how Florida is going to open up their schools on August 1st or August. I mean, they got to start doing it August 1st, so. Yeah, we are back at the house now. I didn't realize it was pushing 9 o'clock and taking care of a dog, so I've got a few more things I got to do. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. And nice to talk with you guys. Stay safe out there, especially if you're in Florida, Texas, or the other states. All right. Well, palms naturally just only grow. They just enjoy the heat. So, all right. Talk to you guys soon.